Hey ladies, it's Colleen back with She, sharing hope and encouragement. I actually recorded a few minutes ago and my son walked out of his dungeon and into my space and I stopped, and I don't really know how to combine videos, so I'm just going to do it again. Um, so last week I talked to you about the idea of your thoughts and being intentional with them because you only get so many thoughts a day. Now, granted, we have a bazillion of them, but really the things we really think about. Um, we want to make them good, right? And so I used the idea that I'd heard, I think somewhere, or gotten somewhere, that you're filling a glass, an empty glass. Maybe I came up with that based on something I heard. Anyway, it's clear and you want to fill it well so that you want to see it. And so I have my glass here that I filled with some pretty stones, and it wouldn't look so nice if I put a bunch of muddy water in there, right? So the idea is to think about how you're thinking. Anyway, after I did that this last week, we had a couple arguments in our house, and I noticed that those were worse than the things that had actually happened to us from an outside something. Like, things that are kind of like traumatic a little bit, or like overwhelming, that happened to you. But the arguments that we had caused me more problem with my thoughts than anything, because I would think about, I can't believe my kids said that. They don't understand what I do for them. I don't think, and the thing is, honestly, I'm sure I hurt them too. But so I sat and I thought about those things, and they took root in my mind, and it made me not very happy. And so I was not filling my cup well, but that happens. And so the idea was that I was letting it make me a victim and just thinking bad. And I was thinking on it, and I got this vision of me like swimming around in muddy water trying to clean it up. If that isn't insane. So you're trying to get it clean and you just keep stirring it back up. And so that's where I felt God just showed me that. And I realized we have got to get out of that water. We can't just swim around in it waiting for it to get clean, because we keep making it messy again. And that's like rethinking everything. You think it over and you think it over. Well, if I said this and they didn't say that, or if I didn't say this, or if I'd have done it different, we don't clean anything up like that. We just keep it stirred up. So you got to get out of that water, walk away completely, do something completely different, which is hard to do. And my son actually stopped me when I was trying to justify myself to my daughter about something. He said, "Mom, stop. You're not helping." I didn't like it, but I just shut up and let her walk away, and I walked away, and he was right. So stop, get out, do something different. Come back later. The water will settle, the dirt settles, and it's something you probably don't even have to deal with at that point. And so we're going to continue from there on our thoughts. Making your thoughts good towards yourself. So I'm going to read you a scripture really quick, and then I'm going to give you something to think about how you think of yourself. And this says in Proverbs 19, verse 8, "He who gets wisdom loves his own soul." Ladies, we need to love our own soul. You cannot give out of your cup if it's not full already. Love your own soul. So here's an idea. If you are your soulmate, if you were your significant other, would you be happy with the way you're treating yourself? Are you happy with the things that you say to yourself, that you feel about yourself when you get up and look in the mirror, or when you drop something, or you forget something? The way you speak to yourself, would you want your significant other to speak to you like that? That's a big deal. And so you need to start saying, "I'm really happy that I'm me. I really like you. You do a good job. You're a good mom. You have a great personality." It's really important to love you. And so last week I had mentioned coming up with some ideas of things you could do for another gal who might be struggling, and I'm not asking you for gifts or anything done for me. Here's the point. So you come up with a few things. Maybe it's sending her for a massage, taking her out for coffee, sending her a card. I've gotten cards in the mail one time from a gal who just sent me a postcard to encourage me out of the blue, and the timing was immaculate. I kept it for a very long time, and I really appreciated that so much. Um, oh, what other ideas? I don't know. You could think of some ideas: flowers, dinner, coffee, running her a bubble bath. I mean, it sounds a little weird. You wouldn't go into her house and do that, but the idea is you'd want to give her something nice, something just that she might not do for herself. Here's the thing: pick your one favorite and do it for yourself. You start loving you. You start talking to you the way you would talk to your friend and encourage her. You know what? Don't beat yourself up because everybody makes mistakes. You're human. You do so many great things. Sometimes things are going to go wrong. That's what you need to do for you, is love your own soul. Love yourself first. Be full first. So fill your cup with good thoughts towards yourself. Start saying good things towards yourself. So 1, get out of that muddy water and let it settle. And 2, love yourself like you are your significant other. I don't know how else to say it. I mean, I think that's a big deal. I've been single for over 3 years now, other than a few months of dating here and there. And I'm so glad now, because now I'm learning to love myself and to be my own significant other. And so that when I do connect with somebody, I'll be able to love them out of my fullness. So I was reading a book today, and it's called Get Smart, and I finished it today. I would suggest it kind of. It's more of like business idea, but I'm going to read to you something that I wrote down out of that, and then I'm going to say goodnight. So it says, the law of correspondence works for everyone at all times under all circumstances. This law says your outer world will be a reflection of your inner world. Everything moves from within to without. You cannot accomplish something on the outside until you first accomplish it on the inside. You will behave on the outside consistent with the thoughts, feelings, beliefs, ideas, and values that you have on the inside. Have a good night, ladies, and thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.